Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. For today we're going to be making this super sweet little greeting card showcasing our Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper from our brand new mini holiday catalog. I love this paper. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you can see here, I'll kind of shine the light there for you guys. It's beautifully foiled, and there are actually different colors of foil. So you have a couple that are more of like a rose gold foil, and then a couple that are gold foiled. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love this card. And honestly, it is so easy to put it together. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The stamp set that we're going to be using today is Beautiful Autumn, and we're just going to be using this stamp down here that says "My heart is grateful for you." Very nice sentiment, and really easy to play around with, and a really fun one to do. So to start off, we are going to take a piece here of vanilla, oh my gosh, I cannot talk, I don't know why, but I have a piece here of Very Vanilla cardstock. This is our regular Very Vanilla, and it is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. This is the same size as just our, like the front panel of our standard size card base. Oops, sorry, let me pull this down. It's the same size as the front panel of our standard size card base, like I was saying. So a little bit of a different size. I've been doing these a lot recently where you just kind of, it looks like the card is just all one layer, but actually there is a piece that sits on top of our card base to give it some nice strength and make it feel like a really sturdy card. So we're going to take our piece of Very Vanilla here, and I'm going to go ahead and create my background piece first, just because it's my favorite part of this card. Okay, sorry about that. My dogs swear that there is somebody here. There's no one here. It's just me, as usual. But you know, whatever. We're just going to roll with it. They're good house dogs. They let me know whenever someone's at the house. But they also let me know when people aren't at the house. So anyway, let's continue on. So as I was saying, I want to go ahead and create my card base here, or really the main base of my card. One, because it's our focal image, and I just want to kind of do it. But second, because it's really fun and it's really easy to do. So as I was saying, our focal point for this card really is this Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper. It's so beautiful. And I love it so much. So I really wanted to use it as a really big focal point for this card. And there's been this trend recently with using these little scrap pieces of paper in different sizes and kind of putting them in little wonky order and creating a background piece. And so I wanted to try my hand at that, and I'm really happy the way that it turned out. So all I've done here is I've just taken a few pieces, and this is really great if you have some scraps lying around. So you've been crafting all day, you have this big beautiful stack of cards that you've done, and you just have all these random little scraps laying around. Grab them. It's perfect for this. I'm going to talk to you guys, or I'll tell you the sizes that I cut these, but you can absolutely use whatever sizes you want. So the smallest one here is cut at 4 3/4 inches by 1/2 inch. All of the others are cut at 4 1/2 inches tall, and then this one is cut at 3/4 inch. This one is 1 1/4 inches, and this one is 1 inch. So totally mess around with it, play around, and see what you like best. Totally up to you. So the way that I did this, and the way that I found this works the best for me at least, is I just start by taking my adhesive, and I just put a line of adhesive down in the middle of my piece of Very Vanilla. This is going to allow me to start to very gently place my pieces on top and kind of move them around, and then once I get them in the place that I want them, I can just kind of smash them down. It's probably not going to get everything sticky, so you will for sure have to kind of go back and add some more adhesive, but it's actually really easy to do, not a big deal at all. And the reason that I like doing this is because it kind of helps with your placement and centering to get as best of placement as you can. And so I'm just going to kind of play with these. I'm really centering them left to right now, so I want to make sure that they're I have the same kind of Very Vanilla sticking out on the left and right sides, and then we will get into actually moving them up and down, because that's where it gets really fun. So I think I like that placement, and now I'm just going to kind of gently move them up and down, and I'm really just doing this until I think I like the way that it looks. Nothing super like special about it. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just kind of playing around with them a bit, and I think I really like how that looks. So what I'm going to do now is, my adhesive is right here in the middle, so I'm going to be very careful to put pressure on the top and the bottom of the piece where the adhesive is not. And I'm going to try to gently lift this off. It's pretty easy. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. And I am using my Stampin' Seal Plus mainly because I really want these stuck down because there aren't a ton of layers and they are thinner pieces. They can have the tendency to poke up a little bit on the edges, and so I want to make sure that they're really nice and snug. So again, I'm just going to kind of lay this down, see where I like it. That looks good enough for me. I'm not going to be too concerned about the placement because the whole point is that it's a little bit fun. It's not 100% perfect, so definitely play around with it. And then again, I'm just going to lift up on the next piece, get my adhesive on the back of this one, and then lay it down. And once you have your first one stuck down, the rest are actually really easy. You don't really have to worry about keeping the placement of the others because you're just working, in my case, I'm working from right to left. You could be working left to right, whatever makes the most sense for you. And then again, just gonna get some adhesive down. You wanna make sure, sometimes you have to kind of go back and get the last little bit of the edge. Sometimes you have to do that, so just make sure that you get adhesive everywhere you need it. Stick that one down, and then this last one, this little itty bitty one. And I would also say, I like it, you know, I gave you guys the sizes of my pieces of paper, but play around with it and see what sizes you like, what works the best for you. You know, it's all about kind of playing around, and that's why I like some of these more free-form projects where you just grab some scraps of paper and you just kind of play around with them and see where you get. It can be really, really, really fun. I actually have a whole stack of scraps of paper that I want to do some of these cards or cards like this with. So that is really our focal point there. That's all good to go. I'm going to take this, set it off to the side, and let's just get our little accents and stuff ready. So I have this little piece. It's also in Very Vanilla. This piece is cut at 2 1/4 by 1.5 inches. I'm going to take that stamp that we were talking about earlier. Again, it says, "My heart is grateful for you." I'm going to take Early Espresso ink. I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of this piece of Very Vanilla, trying to get it as centered as possible. Just like that. Very, very cute. Then, oops, I am going to flip it over. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal Plus because I have it right here and I don't want to have to, I don't feel like grabbing another adhesive right this second. I'm just going to take some of this and put it on the back of this little piece here. And then I actually have a piece of Early Espresso cardstock that is the exact same size. So again, it is 2 1/4 by 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to kind of have it hang just off the side. So I really just want a border of the Early Espresso on the couple of sides of my Very Vanilla. And then I'm just going to press that down with my fingers just like that to get it nice and secure. Then I'm going to flip this over. I'm actually going to, let's start assembling, because I like to assemble before I use things that have dimensionals on them so that they don't get all squished down. It's just one of those weird things that I do. I'm very sorry. Hang tight, I guess. I'm not sure. So I'm going to take, again, my Stampin' Seal Plus that I'm having an issue with today, and I don't know why, because I don't normally have issues with it, but the last few times I have been. Not a big deal, though. And then I'm going to, actually, I'm going to fold this. Forgot to grab my bone folder. So I'm going to fold this. When I do cards that have the layer that's the exact same size as the card base, I like to fold them first because then you get a really good idea of where the where you want your card to kind of start. So I'm just going to stick it down just like that. Perfect. And then if you have this little extra edge here, which I can kind of feel it, you can leave it there or you can snip it off. I tend to just leave mine. So we're going to take our little sentiment piece here and we're going to grab some dimensionals. And as usual, I'm going to be the crazy dimensional lady, but that's just who I am. Just like that. And you can hear my chair squeaking. Bring this back over, and I'm just going to put it like right about here. I want it up a little bit so that I can see the paper peeking out below. And then I'm going to push it pretty close to the right edge there. just like that. You could totally leave it here. This is beautiful just the way it is, but you guys know me, I like to take it up an extra notch. So I am going to be using this metallic ribbon. So this is from the Basket Weave and Metallic Ribbon Combo Pack. This is actually the other ribbon that comes in this pack. And if you place any size order through from now until the end of August, which I know is only a couple of days, so you only have a couple days left, but I'm actually sending you this ribbon combo pack completely free, just as a thank you for placing an order. So if you're interested in getting this metallic ribbon is like by far one of my favorite ribbons. I've played with it a few times now, and I love it. So if you're interested in getting that, make sure you head over to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net, or you can go to my website and there's a link there as well, and get your order in the next couple of days so that you get one of those combo packs sent to you completely free. So anyway, I will stop rambling. Ooh, sorry, I just kicked the camera. So I just cut off a piece of that ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a simple little bow. I really like this ribbon. It's a really nice weight. It's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. So I really like it. It's really easy to kind of play with and to work with. It works really, really nicely. I actually really like it a lot. It's one of the first embellishments that I played with from the new catalog, and I was very, very, very impressed. So just this simple, sweet little bow here. I might do these a little bit smaller. You know me, I like to play around with bows a bit to get it perfect. So there is that. Then I'm going to just take my little glue dot, stick my glue dot on the back of this little ribbon here, the back of my little bow. And I'm going to stick it down right here in this corner where there's kind of nothing there. It does cover up the G just a little bit. You can kind of move it around a bit, move it down wherever you kind of want to place it. I'm going to put mine right there and just kind of put the little bow, what are those called? Bow loops? I think so. I'm going to kind of try to place the bow loops where there isn't any stamping. Then I'm just going to take my ribbon scissors again, and I'm going to snip the little ends and toss those in the trash. And that's it, you guys. That is our card for today. So, so cute, so adorable. I love it. I think it's so fun and so easy to do. And like I said, it's a really good way to use up some of those scraps that you just kind of have lying around. Do this with a bunch of different things. Do different background. Whoa, don't knock the card around, Lindsay. Do different background colors. Do different paper packs. It's a really fun and easy way to use up some of the scraps and get a different design that you don't always get. It's fun to play around with the paper and kind of mash them all together. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, you can see, you can buy all of these products 24/7 just by going to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net. Again, if you're interested in this ribbon combo pack, place any size order from now until the end of August, and you will get this sent to you completely free of charge directly from me. If you want more specifics on all of the supplies that I used in this card, paper sizes, all of that good stuff, definitely check out the coordinating blog post, which is the first link in the description box below, or you can always go to littlemooncreation.com to see a ton of fun stuff there. There is just so much to see there, so make sure you check it out. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!